being all local, what are we doing today? Look at Carl driving a car.
Yeah, right-hand drive, I might add.
Couldn't make today up really, could we?
Started off with a nosebleed.
That was the first thing. Carl had a nosebleed. Then I shot my finger in the door and took a chunk out my knuckle. And then we're getting ready to go. Carl, so I'm just going to start the bikes, just to get them warmed up, ready. And you broke it, didn't you?
Well, yeah. It didn't want to start very easily. I think the battery level was low to begin with, but then it just didn't want to fire over. And then when it did, it's making an almighty tapping noise. So we think it's the timing chain. We're not sure.
We're at a mechanics now, that's what he's looking at. So this is all, again, we've got a schedule this week. Only the second time ever on this journey, and again it's just a nightmare. So we'll tell you about that if it happens.
Don't have schedules.
Don't have schedules, it's terrible. But the owner of the place we were staying, we've been for the last week and a bit, because Carl's been ill when he came off the cruise, as you will know.
COVID.
Yeah, he says he's got availability for a couple of nights if we need it. That'd be going back. It'd be hilarious if we see Evan, because Evan went off on his sailing ship the day after us for longer than us, and he's due back, I think,
2 days.
2 days time. But could be still here. Couldn't make it up really, so we're at the mechanics at the moment. So he's having a look, and we'll see.
Having a look.
Are you happy with the loading? Are you or not?
Yes, I am.
And we're leaving Tierra del Fuego.
Yeah, not before time though. We've been there about a month.
We've been there too long, and it's not the way we thought we would leave.
No. Have you shown them?
Yeah, which was a real shame, but it is what it is, you know. We wanted to ride back down that road, it was so beautiful, but
never mind.
you know, it's part of the journey. These things happen, it's all part of the fun.
Costly fun.
Yeah, it's a very expensive week this.
Yes.
Back on the mainland. What a day, what a day. It's about 11:30 at night, finally arrived.
All we've done is sit in the truck all day.
I've snoozled about every 2 hours, I've had about 20 minutes.
Yes.
But we finally arrived at our cabin, and what a cabin it is. I mean, I'll just give you a quick look. Look at that, we've got a wood burner, he had it all lit, so it was really warm when we've come in. That's glowing away nicely. We've got a table there, all made out of rustic just chopped bits of wood off the trees. It's really nice.
Okay, the next 24 hours, tomorrow morning we've got to get up. We've got to try and figure out how to get from here into Punta Arenas, because we're actually quite a way out.
Carl thought it'd be a good idea to book somewhere 15 k's out of town, which we didn't need to go to town before.
Which we didn't need to go to town, and actually it's a great place for leaving the bikes.
It is beautiful.
And it's next to the airport, so we would have been okay.
So it was ideal last week.
It was ideal. Well, it was ideal.
Today it's not quite so ideal.
No. So tomorrow we've got to figure out how to get into Punta Arenas, drop the bike off, say goodbye to that.
So good night everybody. We will see what the weekend brings. Well, where are we now?
Airport.
Where are we going?
On a plane.
Hello. It's very boring, please free.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I've got new glasses. You like my new glasses? That was a really, really windy takeoff.
It's a bit interesting.
Bumpy. It's terrible.
You can feel the plane slipping sideways on the runway.
Crazy. Anyway, we're on our way. Where are we going? And we're over the sea. We're going east. We get on a bus now. We've got about an hour's journey. Have you guessed yet? Oh, fish and chips.
Proper stuff.
The business. Look at that.
Oh.
18 months for fish and chips.
Right, so then we left Ushuaia and we followed this black line all the way back up there and into Punta Arenas. After that, we then, I say jumped on an aeroplane. I'm going to do it like this so you can see where it goes. And we flew all the way across here. Into there, just to make it look like an aeroplane. There, look, that's my picture of an aeroplane.
I spelt it.
That's it. Right, I'm not going to draw my aeroplane this time coming in. Mount Pleasant to wiggledy, all the way into Port Stanley. And we had the trip out with Sue and Stephen that took us back along this road, but from here we kept on going. There aren't that many roads in the Falklands. Up into Darwin and Goose Green. Then we came back round, joined up with this road all the way up here, went into San Carlos. That was fantastic. Then we did the route all the way round. I've got to see where I'm going now. Oops. Missing the road a little bit, but that's nothing new. Everyone drives off-road in the Falklands. All the way back round here and back into Stanley.
We'd gone for a walk along the seafront and it was cruise ship day, so there were lots of people around. And we popped into a gift shop and Leslie came over and spoke to us and said, "Oh, what ship are you on?"
Yeah, that's the first question we had from everyone. Oh, what ship are you on?
It didn't help with our big yellow jackets, to be fair.
We said we're not.
She said, "Oh, we're not."
Oh, right, okay.
"Well, we can chat then because you're here, we haven't got a time scale." So we chatted to Leslie in the shop for a little while and she said, "Oh, you need to go to the beer works."
You do need to go to the beer works.
The beer works, it was Sunday at this point, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, he just works at the back of his house.
Hopefully he's still got some beer left. During the week, he brews beer. He then opens on a Friday night and stays open all weekend until the beer runs out.
Should he probably close about 5, 6, so get down there. So shall be down later. So we thought, oh, okay. So we forgot about the museum and went to the pub, went to the beer works and had a lovely pint of
Iron Lady.
Brilliant name.
Sun was shining, so we walked out and went to sit out in the beer garden, which
busy,
is the car park.
Yeah,
it was busy.
There's only a few picnic tables.
Yeah, a few picnic tables, and there was two ladies sat on a table. Said, "Excuse me, do you mind if we join you?" So we sat down, just like you do anywhere else in the Falklands. You just start talking. Everyone starts nattering. On the table was one lifer and one contractor.
She's been there about 3 years, hasn't she?
So yeah, she'd been, and they were telling us all about the Falklands.
And we said, "Oh, we're trying to get hold of a car, but everywhere's booked out because we don't plan anything because we're useless."
So she said, "Join the island Facebook group."
Yeah, the community Facebook group.
So we're sat there.
So I went on to...
Izzy goes and Googles it and says, "Oh, one of the rules is you have to live on the island.
Unless you've got a special reason." Sure, just tell them you're in the pub with Becky and Vicky. I went, "Oh, okay." So I typed, "I'm in the pub with Becky and Vicky," and they say I need to join the group because I told them a brief story. I was in within 10 minutes. And I put out a lovely post pleading for help, you know, where can we find a car to hire, blah, blah, blah. And we met Simon and Delia, who didn't have a car to hire but wanted to go out to dinner with us because they're going to do a motorcycle trip of South America next year, I think. So wanted to pick our brains. So that took about 5 minutes, didn't it? Not much to pick. But no, so we had 2 lovely evenings out with them. And Sue got in touch with me, Sue and Stephen, and they live on the West Island, and they were coming across to do all the bits and pieces, their once a month trip, and they stayed for a few days. They said, oh, we'll take you around. Where do you want to go? We said, well, we'd really love to do Goose Green and the kind of the conflict memorials and history side of things. We were having different days for different things, weren't we? So they took us all day. We spent driving around the East Island, looking at all the different memorials and the museums, and in the village hall in Goose Green. It was absolutely fascinating.
And it was absolutely great having Stephen as driving us around. He was on the island as a 9-year-old boy when the conflict happened in 1982. So we were having some first-hand stories about what happened. Now, I'm not going to go into detail here about what happened, but it just added so much more to
it was actually an eye-opener.
And the places that we were seeing that I remember from the news, being able to put it all together, but then also having first-hand information added to it as well. It was really a fantastic day.
Home,
fantastic day.
It was fantastic. What did you get in the shop?
What did you guys like?
Our day trip to Volunteer Point starts in Stanley, back to here, up through here, and then we took this road up through here, and we got up to Johnson's Harbour, and then, I'll follow the dotted line, but who knows which actually way we went.
awesome experience.
Pretty awesome experience. Mind the bird, you're going to step on it.
Oh,
Trust me, it's about 6-8 feet away.
No, just sitting there quietly, and the penguins come really quite close to you.
I didn't even notice that one come right up near me.
I was filming him. And the kings are gorgeous. Their black feathers are platinum coloured.
Yeah, they're silver-eyed. I'd love to have a colour, the colour of a king penguin.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
they really are good. Our favourite penguin now.
And they're not bothered by a present. They're very adult and regal.
No, let's go and see what the beach is like.
Our self-drive from Stanley, taking a day out, took us all the way down through this road here, down to here, and then we picked up this road, Came all the way down to North Point, North Arm even.
At the south.
At the south, yeah, North Arm at the south. Let's not go there. Then all the way back up here, and actually we followed this road all the way back round. On our self-drive, we included the bit that came round into Cape Pembroke.
Us being all local, what are we doing today? Look at Carl driving a car
Yeah, right-hand drive, I might add.
on the correct side of the road.
All the way down to South America, and I'm driving on the left-hand side.
Decided to hire a car today to get around a bit. We had a day where we hadn't actually got anything on, that we hadn't got anything planned.
No locals to meet.
No locals to meet. We had dinner with some more locals last night. That's how we roll, you know. So we will. We're just having a little poodle around the islands today. We've just been to Cape Pembroke. Pembroke. How do you pronounce it? Cape Pembroke. I can't even pronounce the English word. You see, it's nothing to do with being in Spanish-speaking countries. Saw a sea lion.
Nearly stepped on the bloody thing.
I'm just wandering along, and they went, "Oh, what's that?" There's the sea lion. He's climbed quite high up the cliff, didn't he? And he's up there doing his summer molt, whatever it is. He's molting. Saw a pod of dolphins. So we watched those for a little while. That was nice. Saw the lighthouse. It was a very good start to the day, really, wasn't it? Oh, penguins. We saw some Gentoo penguins. We walked to the penguin colony at York Cove.
Yes, York Cove.
York Cove, yeah. So now we've just left Stanley. We're going to have a drive around. We went up this way the other day. We're going to have a drive around and go down the other little roads and just enjoy the scenery, because it's stunning. Even if we just do most of what we did the other day, it is absolutely stunning. So yeah, let's see how we get on.
One Boot Hill.
You see those? I'll do a freeze frame there for you. It's called Boot Hill. Nobody knows how it started, but if you leave one boot, you'll return. If you put two boots down, you'll never return. Somebody left one once, and that was it. One of those things that just keeps going. Anyway, let's see where we end up.
Our next trip was out to Cape Bougainville, so we followed this road.
Not many roads on the Falklands.
No, all the way up to here. You can't really get lost. Well, you can get lost in the Falklands, and you'll see why in a minute. You basically come round to here, and then you make your own way, whichever way you want to, up to there.
We're at the airport, aren't
No.
we? Not allowed to film here. We're at the airport.
Yeah, we're not allowed to film here.
RAF being what they are, we're here 4 hours before we can board. And we're all checked in, so we're sitting foot. The NAF is not even open.
No. The policeman comes over and says, she says hello and this, that and the other. He says, oh yes, you are the guys from Facebook. So that was okay. We had a good chat with him.
He's coming back in a minute for another chat.
Yeah, he'd just gone off to check the toilets because someone asked if they could smoke and the answer was no.
So we're riding up Route 3 through the Patagonia winds. We're only on day 3, we've had enough. We've got 2 nights here because tomorrow
Tomorrow there's a storm.